Okay, guys, good morning from Canada here. Today is 1st of September 2025. Yeah, so it's holiday. It's Canada's Labor Day. So I have time today. Yeah, so we have holidays today. Ordinarily, I'm supposed to be at work, but yes, we have holiday today. So that's why I said let me fix it with my two guys, Oladapo and Chima, so we can talk about Russia, open door scholarship. So today we are talking about the Russia Open Door Fully Funded Scholarship. And I know some of you will be watching this video later, no problem. We'll tell you how to reach out to us after we are done. And I'm going to post this on Twitter. I'm going to post it on X, sorry, not Twitter, Instagram, and every of my social media handles so that you people can watch and listen to, and then you can reach out to us. The Russia Open Door Scholarship has opened starting today, 1st of September 2025. So today we want to, Chima and Oladapo are recipients of these two scholarships. So I'm bringing them here to tell us their experience, tell us what is Russia Open Door Scholarship, Open Door, sorry, what is all about, how do they win their own scholarship, what are the terms and conditions, what are the perks, what are the things to enjoy once you are done with scholarship and during the scholarship, what are the opportunities after scholarship really, and the fully funded scholarship, what is the parent residency route, these and more are the things we are going to discuss today. So for guys who are able to join us live, fine. If not, when you are watching this replay, all your questions will tell you how you can direct them to us. So yes, let me start with your Chima. Before Chima, yes. So just do a little bit of introduction about you. Let me give you between 3 to 5 minutes. Tell us everything we need to know about you, how we met, how you got scholarship, how Shege was showing you Shege in Nigeria, and how you moved to Russia, why you chose Russia, and how you got to know about the Open Day Scholarship. Yeah, just 5 minutes before I bring to that up. Yeah.
All right. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning from wherever you are. Currently in Russia, it's actually 3 p.m., so it's good afternoon. My name is Chima, just as the one rightly said. So I am a graduate of HSC University in Russia. I studied data analytics for business and economics. So, and I was able to come to Russia through the Open Door Scholarship. I actually came. I actually got to know about this scholarship through a lady during we served in the same community in Ogun State. So we actually stayed in the same family house at some point. So that was how I got to get know about the scholarship because she did a kind of a live show concerning the scholarship on Google Meet. So I joined and we talked about it. And funny enough, I've always wanted to come to Russia. Like when I finished my secondary school, I told my dad I wanted to further my education in Russia. That was as back as 2009. So my dad, all this Russian don't like blacks and the rest of all those stereotypes that they have about Russians. My dad, he discouraged me about from doing that. So I had to now enroll in University of Nigeria, Soka, where I did my bachelor's in economics. So, well, um, for the Nigerian shege, it's a general thing for everybody. There is a saying that once you are born in Nigeria, life is already leading you 1-0. So uh, that's part of the shege that I was facing. Although I wasn't after my studies, I wasn't really doing bad. I am a software engineer by profession, and I already have an application on Play Store. So I was working with a company and I was being paid quite well. But then, you know, it's better. There are things that I say it's better to be where you'll be utilizing your skills very well. And Russia is actually a place that has this that their tech are quite advanced more than what we have here in Nigeria. So for Me, I start. There are two stage. There are usually two stages for. Okay, when I was applying for open door scholarship, you just had just masters and bachelors. But as of last year, it now has masters and PhD. But as of last year, it now has bachelors, masters, PhD, and then postdoctorate track. So basically, for bachelor's, for masters, which was the one I actually enrolled for, and I have pretty good idea of how to go about it. It's a two-stage thing. The first stage, you have to fill the application form, and you are graded using your form. So most times, I always advise people like I guide to go through it to get other certifications that are related to your course you want to study, because it will help boost your score. So, uh, because when you get they have a cutoff point. When your application or profile gets to that point, you will now be admitted for the second stage. Then the second stage, you are writing an exam, and it's going to be using the protractor platform. So you will be monitored throughout the whole exam. So there is no room for malpractice. You can't even switch tab. when I did mine, if you just move your face away from the screen, it's already giving you a red flag signal.
So even if insect they bite you, you know if it's catch head like this.
You cannot, if you turn like this, it's already giving you a red sign that
Wow.
you are moving away from the camera. And external noises are not allowed. So these are just and everything is being recorded. So I think last 2 years, some people were disqualified just because of noise. So it's usually very tight.
Wow. Wow.
So you need to study for it. That's one thing I'm very
Okay.
sure. And
Okay. Okay. So part of it is the exam,
yes,
right? So we're
this
going to talk about the exam.
the exam is just the major thing actually. After you pass the
Ah,
first
I
stage,
see.
the exam now is the major thing.
I see. I see. Okay, sir, you can
So
continue.
yeah, I think that's just all for now. Probably when we get into details, we can
Details we
discuss
can
about it.
expand. Okay.
Yes,
So which course are you studying in Russia presently?
I already graduated.
Oh yeah, I
I gra-
remember I saw it. I forgot I
yeah,
already graduated. I think you
yeah,
graduated with Japo. Two of you are in the
yes,
same stream. Yeah. So which
yes.
course did you study
Data analytics for business and economics.
and which school?
Uh, Higher School of Economics, HSE.
HSC, High School of
Yeah,
Economics.
yeah. HSE has four campuses in Russia. We have one in
Mm-hmm.
Moscow, St. Petersburg, Perm, and Novgorod.
Okay.
Personally,
Okay.
I am actually HSE St. Petersburg.
I see. I see. I see. That's good. Okay. We are still coming back to the details of the scholarship and all that. Let me go to Dapo. Yes, Dapo, yes. Tell us your experience and why you moved to Russia, which course I know you also graduated. I posted your picture on Twitter, and so because of people who are actually afraid of Russia, said okay, let them. I'm sure a lot of people have sent you message on X.
It's not. It's so much. I just told them that you just wait for the seminar on Saturday and then on Monday and then we go forward from there. Basically,
Yes.
thank you very much, everyone, and thank you also, Mr. Chima. It's an honor to be here today to share your experience, and it's a lived experience that I believe that it's going to benefit everyone that's interested in studying in Russia, and at the long run, you'll be able to achieve your goals as you have planned it out. Just to give a
Yes.
backstory, in 2021, that was when I came across the one's post. Usually he posts often opportunities, and then if you have no idea how to go about it, you always feel like, "Ah, is this thing real? This thing looks like scam. Or how person will get scholarship for abroad without paying any money? Ah, this thing, I'm not sure. Say this thing real." But at the end of the day, you put in the effort, you reach out to the one, it brings you up into the forum whereby you meet people that are like minds. So I think that's one of the platform that actually emboldened me to push further beyond my limitations. When you are in
Okay.
a company of people who are driving towards the same thing, it's easy to ask questions when you don't know what to do. It's easy to manage
Exactly.
your affairs and understand better what is expected of you because it's easier because you have people that are also doing the same thing. But unlike if you are doing it on your own. So this is why this seminar is very important for you. And secondly,
Yeah.
I moved to Russia because I had applied to a lot of other embassies and they've been giving me a lot of breakfasts. So this breakfast, I got fed up at the end of the day. I said, okay, let's give Russia a chance. Let's see what's possible in Russia. And then, it was even much more critical because it was at the time that the war was, I think, heightened. That was when I got into Russia. So a lot of naysayers were there to say, no, you are not going to come out alive. They'll bomb your head
Yeah.
off.
They,
But at the
they
end of
will
the
kill
day,
you. They will bomb you. There's war in
exactly.
Russia. Blah blah blah.
Even people that have
So,
never been to Abeokuta and they live in Oyo State, they tell you they are killing in Russia. I say, how do you know? You have never been there now. Let people that have been there say about it. So the truth is
exactly.
that the negative understanding of Russia is more than the positive understanding, and this makes a lot of people look away from Russia as a place of destination for study. So I
Exactly.
seriously always have this same misconception prior to going to Russia. I was a bit
Mm.
50-50, but then, say they always say this word, you only live once. So you have to just
Yes,
live
sir.
well and do your best. So I took the chance.
I remember when you sent me a message about it. I said, just do it. Go do it. You can't die.
Such is
Yeah.
time flies, time flies. So I just reached out to D1 and he said, look, if you have to go in, prepare yourself, write TOEFL, prepare all the exams. I didn't even write TOEFL even prior to 2021. I just wrote the exam. I didn't have anywhere I was going to send it to. I just had the exam with me. So that was when the scholarship came up. And to God be the glory, I was able to pass the stage one, the stage two, and then the opportunity came in, took the chances, went to the embassy, do translation and all of that, and then we were able to
Yeah.
get the visa. So that's just basically my story
Yeah.
for living. And I live in Nizhny Novgorod. I study, what's it called? Applied linguistics and text analytics because there are a lot of other courses there. But Nizhny Novgorod is like one of the campuses, just like Chima said. It's in, I think, in the west of Russia or something like that.
Mm.
All right, that's all for my own end. I think it's better for us to move
Okay.
forward.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Thank you very much. That's a very nice one. So let's start. So Yinka, let me start from you again. Um, about the Russian Open Door Scholarship, can you walk us through? And then in the process, if you miss anything, Chima can now, help us put one or two stuff there. Can you walk us through the process one by one from the beginning, as in from the very beginning, go, till the end?
All right,
I know it's long,
no,
but walk us through
no
so that
problem.
anybody that's listening to this can listen and just follow through and rewind, follow through, do this, rewind, follow through this, rewind, follow this, rewind, follow this, and then they can get the fully funded scholarship themselves.
All right, the process is very straightforward, but at the same time, you have to prepare yourself. First and foremost, just as
Okay.
you are aware, today is the first day of the application, and it's about usually it's used to be 120 days, about 4 months. But for some reason, they have decided to reduce the days to 76 this year. So I'm not sure why, but maybe because of logistics of management. But basically, your application begins today. And the step one to do is to create an account. If you have an email that you are not sure about, you can create a free email. Email is available, Hotmail, Gmail, create a new one, open a new account. Even if you applied before, create a new email so that it can be fresh. Then put in your
Okay.
application, register. You get the code to activate your account. And once your account is activated, you'll be able to move into the stage two, whereby you begin to fill in the portfolio. I always
Okay.
recommend that you take the test before filling portfolio. Why? Because if
Okay.
you take the test first and you put in your portfolio and effort into the highest score the degree or the course you have the highest score in your test. If you fill the
Mhm.
portfolio first and then you take the test later, you may have completed the portfolio and fail the initial test. It's a waste of effort.
Yeah.
So take the test first and you choose the two options or three options where you have the highest degree of scores.
Okay. Mhm.
Then from there, you fill in the portfolio. The portfolio section is a bit dicey and it would need guide, but it's easy to follow. Your university transcript, if you are applying for a bachelor's, your WAEC or NECO, and then if you have the opportunity to have it translated now, easier for you. If not translated, it's
Yeah.
still okay. Submit the documents that is from the NECO and WAEC, the original copy. If you don't have the original copy, you can also work with the printed copy that you get online. But it's better for you to start processing the original copy now, because when the
Okay.
scholarship is out, it may be too late. So if you have the original copy, good, begin with it. If not, start with your printed copy. And then you go forward from, if you are not a bachelor student, you're a master student, you are submitting your bachelor's degree and your transcript together at the same time. And then if you are a PhD student, you already know that you have to submit a transcript from your master's, and you upload that of what's good for a master's and master certificates if you are applying for a PhD. And postdoctoral, the same thing, it applies to it. And the next step that you follow from there is that you begin to submit your credentials. I mean,
Okay.
certificates that are going to bring in or boost your portfolio section. And then you write a motivation. The motivation
Mhm.
for Opens Door is very simple. They require only 5 steps from you. Why are you applying to this program? What is your long-term plan? What do you know about Russia? And what is the basic information that about the course that you want to study? So you just divide it into 5 paragraphs, and you write it excellently in a way that communicates your goal, your agenda, and what you hope to achieve. And then afterwards, you proceed to filling and uploading documents that are going to be an additional effort, where you have participated in volunteering activities your church or mosque can do. Also, if you have certificate from English test like TOEFL, IELTS, or perhaps you take the EF which is a free online certificate, you can get that done. And I always recommend that if you have a Coursera account that you have not been active with, this is the time to start getting those certificates. You have the opportunity to submit your application in November. So which means from September, October, you have 2 months to take as many courses on Coursera as possible, get certificates and upload them. If you can do that, fantastic. If not, then you may have to pay for the certificate in order to prove that you have taken these courses. It adds up a lot of benefit to your application. And likewise, at
Mm.
the towards the end, you are expected to also bring in external evidences. If you have patented any certificate, or you have patented any theory, or perhaps any software, or anything that you have
Nice.
done that is originally yours, you bring it in as evidence to back up whatever you are going to submit. And lastly, from my own end, I think also you have to also introduce to them the aspect of your capacities in terms of educational pursuits. I mean, if you have presented anything like conferences, this is what I mean by educational pursuit. You have presented anything like conferences anywhere, you have participated in any conference in Nigeria or online, bring that certificate also in. So all your certificates are valid. All your certificates are valid. Just put it in the right place, and then you get a point for it. So all your points is going to be accumulated over 100, and then that is going to be all for stage one. The stage one result
Okay.
will be out, and then you know if you qualify to go to stage two. But the stage two is
Okay.
the place where you have to sit tight. You have practical samples of exams and where you have to focus, but then you must be a voracious reader. You must be reading a lot
Mm.
before now. If you don't read, since there's this a motive that once you graduate in Nigeria, you know the read board again. You will not read
Hey, they
anything
play.
again. This by the time you have to start reading again. You have to sit tight because you have to pass stage two. Stage two is critical, and
Mm.
it's proctored. It's proctored rather. You cannot just do any mistake because your exam will just be cancelled, and that's the end of the game. And it's not an exam
Mm.
whereby you can create another account, reapply. No, that single application is all you have. So you have to put in your best
Wow.
shot. And then once you pass
Wow.
stage two, you have to wait for the results. If you are a PhD student, you have stage three. If you are a postdoctoral student, you have stage four. Because you have an
Wala.
interview, you present. It's serious. You know, say there's no free food in Freetown. You want to collect something for free. You say you have to you have
You
to do
have to
your
work.
best to get it.
You have to,
You have
you
You
to
have
have
to
to
work
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 for
hard.
for
it.
it. Yes.
Definitely, you have to work hard. So to cap my own end off is that the steps are very simple. You have stage one, you have stage two, stage three PhD,
Mm-hmm.
stage four postdoctoral. So you have to pass all of this stage in order to get the scholarship. It's not easy. I wouldn't lie to you. It's not easy. But to be prepared, there's support as much as possible, both online and offline, reaching out to D1 Chima and myself. Support is available. But at the same time, it is now the work of you, the applicant, because no one's going to apply anything for you. You bring in your best game, you bring in your A game, and you'll be able to secure the scholarship for yourself. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. So, Chima, I don't know if you have anything to chime in here so that before I start asking questions. Is Chima still here? Where I say network. But I heard that you guys are using. Oh, Oladapo, you are muted.
That well. Hello. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, I see you. Okay, okay, yeah. Because it seems as if I can't hear you. Okay, Oladapo, are you here? Maybe you are muted.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. So it seems Chima is having network issues. I can't see him.
Okay. Before Chima comes, I would just like to add that there's a new development this year, and this new development
Okay,
is very surprising actually, because what we have known for Russian government scholarship is that there is no age limit in most of their applications. I mean, for master and PhD. For bachelor's,
okay.
you should be lesser than 25. For a bachelor's
For
program, you should not be
bachelor's,
lesser.
eh, for,
Yes, right
for a
now
bachelor
it is.
scholarship.
Yes, right now it is 23 actually, but you know, there's no rule that is absolute. Even if you are 25 and you apply, they may still give you a chance if you perform very well. But the rule as of this year is that you must not be lesser than 23 years old for a bachelor's program. You must not be lesser than 35 years old for a PhD. You must not be lesser
Yeah.
than 33 years old for a master's degree. And then
Okay.
postdoctoral, the same PhD rules applies to it. So this is new development. Welcome back, Chima.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So for bachelor's degree, 25, from master's 35, postdoc 40, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, yes, okay, that's good. Chima, yes, you have something to chime in.
That way I've actually said everything. So you just need to study, do your
Mm.
profile, and study like mad. Those exams are not easy, but they are easy.
Okay.
They are easy,
So
but
so
they are not
so
easy.
the exams, yeah, so the exams is the most important part of it. So can you tell
That's
us
for
the
the
details of
second.
the yeah, can you tell us the details of those exams and what are the CGPA requirements? Because can third class apply, can 2-1 apply, can first class apply? Is it based on a particular CGPA or it is the exam that matters?
Okay. During your profile uploads, I don't. You upload your certificate, right? But then it doesn't matter if you have 2-1 or 2-2. My
Okay.
sister, my younger sister, she's currently studying HSC Moscow. She had 2-2, and she's currently there. So it doesn't really matter if you have 2-1, 2-2 pass. As far as you have a certificate, just upload your certificate, and then this also where additional relevant certificate comes in. So
Okay.
those other certificates will also help boost your score. Like that was said, it's over 100. The
Mm-hmm.
motivation letter has a points, probably 25%. The certificate upload, your document upload, generally not just your certificate, your document upload has
Mm-hmm.
a different score for it. Then at the exam, you write exam during the initial stage also, but it's just a quick test. It's not really that. It's good for you to score a high score, to get a high score, but then it's something that you can just sit down and do. And you have I think three chances to write the exam. In case if you write the first one and you don't score high, you write the second time,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's and they will use your highest score to grade you.
Okay. So using the same account, I can write 3 exams.
Yes, that's for the first
Okay.
stage.
For the first stage.
You have 3 trials, and your highest score is what will be used to judge.
I see. That's good. That's good. So, what's the question about? What are the questions they're asking? Anyway, are there past questions that people can study to pass the exam? Because if you like say that exam, they important like this.
Yes, there are past questions, and it's on their website.
Okay. So, do they repeat some of those questions? I be just an idea.
Yes,
Maybe I say that they
last
whine
year,
us.
they repeated the questions
Okay. 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 So,
because
what's important is that people. Okay, continue.
because last year I also tried out for because I was still a student, you get, so I decided to like try out for PhD.
Okay.
I won the scholarship, you get.
Wow. Nice.
So
Nice.
I have to use the pack question to also study, and it's the same. Like they repeat questions a lot, though they will try to tweak it somehow. Maybe sometimes they will now switch the options. If you are someone that crams, you'll go and be cramming options. They will not switch options.
Yeah, yeah, I
We
understand.
might
So
be writing
thank you very
the
much.
same exam. We might be writing the same exam. We have the same question, but my option is different from yours.
So you cannot copy, you cannot say, hey, oh yeah, it's A, you go choose A like this, na zero.
My A might be your E, and my number one question might
I,
be your number 50 question.
I see, I see, I see. Thank you very much. So let me go back to Jaco. So now this scholarship now, what are the things that as we've talked about the requirements? You said two can apply, third classes can apply, first class can apply. It all depends on the exams and the first stage and second stage exam. That's the most important thing. Not even your
Yes.
CGPA. So it's your ability
Interesting.
to know the questions and practice, and then practice the questions and pass. That's it. Now,
That's
Jaco,
it.
let me ask you, what are the things that come to the scholarship in terms of monetary wise from beginning to the end? People, because Nigerians want to know how much are they collect. Make I convert them to naira. If the thing pay me or not, otherwise, now I stay for my Lagos. Yes, let's go.
Okay, this one is going to be something that I think it may vary from places to places. The program you're also studying also determines the amount you get sometimes, because some departments are very generous, sorry, and some departments are not very generous actually. So it depends on the department, the university, and the program that you're studying. So to start with, you will get a fully funded scholarship. You are not paying any tuition to school whatsoever means or possible. Everything you're going
Wow.
to study is for. So here's now where you have to come up with your funds. You have to travel to Russia by yourself. You buy your own ticket. You have
Okay.
to pay for the dormitory rent. Although in some universities the stipend is about 2,000, 3,000 rubles. It depends on the school that you are and the program that you are in. But
Mhm.
for my university, I think the stipend was about 2,100. The stipend was sufficient enough to buy some chicken after you have paid for your rent from that same amount. So which means the government
Okay.
is also paying you stipend to pay the dormitory that you are living in. And you can buy chicken or some juice after it. But there is opportunity for you to work as much as possible. It now depends on your
Mm.
luck, how skilled you are, how willing you are to undergo reform. Reform, I mean, you have to open your mind to opportunities, you have to train your mind, you have to learn Russian language. You must be ready to do a lot of work in order to cover for your living expenses. Living expenses is
Mm.
not paid by the university. This is the honest truth that you have to bear. No living expenses
Mm.
payment. You get stipend, but it won't cover more than your dormitory and some other basic things like you want to buy toothbrush, paste, all of these basic amenities. I'm even sure in most universities they don't take more than 3,000 rupees, I think, in most universities. But in some cases, I have a friend that is studying what's it called? Mathematics. In my own campus, he gets 2,000 extra from his department, apart from the
Mm.
stipend. Mental fee, there are some department that gives you extra money because you perform well or because they want you to be in that department or they're looking for candidates. They pay. But at the
Mm.
same time, all
Mm.
the money is still not enough for you to live on. So you still have to work. So there's opportunity for you to work as much as possible. So to simply answer the question, you get fully funded scholarship, you get stipend from the university, and you have the opportunity to work as much as you want. But be ready to reform your mind. Open your mind to opportunities in every possible way. White collar job, blue collar job, red collar job, whatever color it is, be ready to do the job. That's all.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, Chima, let me come back to you. As a Nigerian or African, what's on our mind is how much can I save during this scholarship? How much can I send back home? And every Nigeria is always thinking of that because, like, even with my 150K job in Nigeria, I'm still saving to 20, 30K. I mean, so if I am in Russia, yes, my tuition fee is being taken care of. I'm not paying anything. It's fully funded. But the stipend they would give me, just like Taco said, it will take care of my basic stuff. It means that I may not be able to save if I know enter street.
Exactly.
That's it. I may not be able to send money home if I don't enter street. So it means that for this scholarship, at least you will be fine. You'll be able to take care of your needs. You are getting fully funded. You are going to get a degree. So what are the ways of saving money as an average as an average Nigerian or African? Because that one is more important to people than masters. Who masters them? I beg, I beg, I beg, I beg. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Honestly, the stipend is not really enough because once you've paid your rent, you just have little money that you can just get used and get one or two things, and that's it. So you
Okay.
have to work outside. And
And the
the good thing is that
work is unlimited, but
yes, there's no restriction on how much. On paper, those that go
okay.
for language courses, on paper, they will tell you not to work more than 40, but they don't even really, check those things. You get so
Mm.
you can work as much as you want, and depending, you might earn up to 3,000 rubles a day
Wow.
for a day work. Depending on the job you are going for, like some we just pay you per hour 250 rubles, 300 rubles, 400 rubles per hour for you to do the job. So personally, I usually if I'm trying to say I save both in naira and in rubles. So
Okay.
you can do that. I save
You're
both
a
in
rich
naira and
man.
in
Noted them, noted them.
so let's say let's say for this month I get a total of 70k rubles. I already know that 20k rubles will be enough for me for the rest of a whole month in Russia.
Okay.
So I'll just divide that. It will remaining 50k. I'll just divide it.
Okay.
1025 to
Put some in robot, put some in naira. Smart guy.
Nigeria.
The guy, the guy that Dangote making.
So
That's
because no, the cost of living in Russia is actually very cheap.
very
True,
low. Yeah. I know.
true.
Yeah,
I know.
it's quite low. The cost of living is quite low. Their transportation system is like I think so far
Let me
I've
ask you a question. If you are paying for a bus card in St. Petersburg, how much do you pay?
well for my card I subscribe 1,505 rubles for the whole month
Aha.
subscription.
Just want to
It
be sure
covers
about this.
both the metro, the tramvam, buses. Unless I want to take Uber, then I'm paying for my Uber. But any other transport system I'm entering, I'm paying with my card, and that's 1,005, which is like it's just like removing a drop of water from your whatever you are earning.
From your stipend.
From when
Okay.
let's say you want to get food, because currently the university is taking care of. You don't need to pay for light. You don't need to pay for water bills. You don't need to pay for any other thing. So
Oh,
the university is taking care of all those things. You want to cook, you could just enter the nearest shop. A chicken is as low as 250 rubles. A whole chicken.
Mm,
Like one full chicken is as low as 200, 250, 300 rubles, depending on the kilogram.
I see.
So you could just 1,000 rubles, you've gotten what you could use and eat for a month. Cook and eat for a month. Because I remember when I came here newly, I wasn't spending up to 700 rubles in 2 weeks. 2 weeks,
Wow.
700 rubles, get everything. Cook. I'll cook and stock my fridge.
Mm,
So
I see.
that's why I said I'm sure that 20k will be enough for me for a month.
So if, for example, like how much is the average stipend per month? Let's say 70K, like you said. So if you
That's
get
if
like
you are working.
70, that's if you
That's
are
if you are working.
working.
Yes.
If you are not working, like how much is it? Because this conversation is very important for Nigerians. No be
Okay.
book
If
the
you're
one
not
you do.
working, it actually depends on school. It totally depends
Okay,
on
but
the
the
school.
average, like how much? Like how much on the average?
I think the highest I've
You have
seen,
idea?
the people that pays the highest I've seen is like 5,500 rubles.
correct, correct.
Mm,
That's the highest.
mm,
My
mm.
school was paying around 1,000, 1,920. Then they increased it to 2,100 recently.
So if you are getting 2,000 rubles, it means that that amount, if your mouth is so wide, may not even be enough for your living expenses until you enter street.
It will
Of
not even be enough
course.
for you. You have to enter.
You have
That's
to
just
enter the
you have
Yes.
street.
to,
Okay. Okay.
unless your parents
Yes.
are sending you money.
Okay. Okay. So that's clear now. Because I want that
Yeah.
conversation to be clear when we put this into. So on the average, let's say patapata 2,000 rubles, they pay you, let's say
Correct.
patapata 2,000 rubles.
Correct.
And your living
On the average,
expenses is or your living expenses should be around 20 to 50K. No, 20K rubles. Let's say 20K or
Yes.
less.
Or
well,
less.
yeah.
And in some cities, it depends. In some
Yeah.
city, it depends. It may be lesser than
Okay.
20K in some
It
cities.
actually
It may
depends
be
on you
less.
because Moscow, St. Petersburg, and Novgorod, Nevrisky,
Need to know.
these are the, I think, three most expensive cities in Russia. And
Okay. 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 So let's take it
Moscow,
higher. Let's say
so
20K, but
Moscow being
let's say
that,
Camilo.
um, Moscow being
Okay.
that
So
it is the capital city, so things are quite on the high side.
I
St.
see. I
Petersburg is
see.
also a hostel area, so it's quite expensive also. But then
Okay.
expensive when compared with what you earn, you see that it's not really that expensive.
I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you. So it means that if you enter street, so it means that people can get as high as 100K rubles per month
If
if
you
they
can
enter
Yes.
street
walk,
well.
oh, why
If you
not?
work, you
If you get
if
100K,
you work,
oh,
Okay, so that's fine. So I want that conversation to be very clear. So because for an average African, is how much can I save? Is more important than what book. How much time am I dedicated to reading book? Which book? Book we then read. So thank you for this clarification. So the summary of this is that your school, your tuition fee will be taken care of. Most of the things will be taken care of, but your personal living expenses, the money may not be enough. Like we
yes,
said, it should be like 1,500 or 2,000 rubles, and you need at least 10 to 20K rubles per month to live comfortably.
yes,
So it means that you need to enter street to get jobs. Now, Tapo, let's be clear. I like to be honest. What kind of jobs are available? Me, I've done many jobs here in Canada before. I've done shoemaker, I've worked in shoe factory before. I put it on Twitter. I've worked in bakery before. I've worked in flowers. During Valentine, February, we go and pack flowers. They pay us well. I've worked in a factory where we carry big things before. I've worked. So, what kind of jobs are available for students in Russia? Say it the way it is, so that people don't have their
okay.
expectations too high.
I even always want to make the expectation at the lowest bar because it is better for you to be surprised than expect something and then you say, ah, no, I was lied to. Okay, this is the basic honest truth. There are two kinds of job in Russia. There are some jobs that are documented jobs, which means that the company is going to provide you with proper documentation. For example, if you get a job at Burger King or you get a job at any of their fast food restaurants, they make you go through the normal documentation process, they pay tax for you, and then you get at least 230 rubles to 280 rubles per shift. And the shift is
Mm,
an hour. I mean, 1 hour, 2 hours, and then you take maybe about, I think the longest hour you can take in each shift is about 14 hours to 16 hours. So that means 16 times 280 or 16 times 250. Highest shift you get paid is 300. 16 times 300, for example. That is a day job, and it's done. That's for Burger King. But there are some other jobs that are casual jobs. Casual jobs, I mean, these are jobs that they don't know you, you don't know them. You just always be online, and then there's a group whereby they always post daily needs of services. Just like the one I said, in these places, they may need to pack flowers into a container, and they need people to do this job. It's a casual job. Sometimes it
mm,
takes 3 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours to do this job, and they pay you 5K at the end of that shift. They pay you 4K at the end of the shift. They pay you 3K at the end of the shift. Depends on what you get. So it now depends on you. If you are fortunate enough to get any job that documents you, you should be looking at something around 55K rubles or about 45K rubles minimum. Or in some
mm,
cases, any like 250 rubles. Let's say for a whole month, you should be renting up around 25K rubles. That is the least you can get for a documented job. But if you are not a lazy person and you are not a Russia to come and be looking at only fine girls, right? Russia girls are fine, they cannot lie you. If you are not in Russia to only look at fine girls, you will not be at home on the days that you are free. After that, your normal shift, you still take casual jobs. It just takes you about 6 hours or 5 hours. Instead of being at home from morning till night, you can go there as early as possible, do your job. By 4 p.m., you are back home for with 4K in your pocket. So if you are able to do that constantly, you get more money. So these are the only ways to be able to get money into your pocket for your living expenses. Just like my Dangote friend here has said, you have the chance to save, to be very honest, but you have to work. This is the truth. You have to work as much as possible. You can save, but you have to work. In fact, I can say that in my own experience, the highest I've made in a month is about 80K rubles. But this month I worked like I was not going to work again. So I was just every day, every night, I was just at different places from this place. For example, I had class in the evening. I was at a job throughout in the morning. I went to class around 7 p.m. The class ended by 9. From 9 p.m., I already got another job that I was going to do till late in the night. And the beautiful thing about Russia is that if you are working a night job, the company is going to provide you a taxi to take you home. So you don't need to worry about transportation. So once your shift is finished, they give you a transportation. Sometimes the shift ends by 4 in the morning. Because I know I don't have to go to work maybe the following day very early. I take that kind of job in the night. So I'm there till maybe 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. in the night or 3. They pay me my money, I take taxi, I go. So I run it like that throughout the whole month. And before you know it, you're already a big man at least. You're able to put something in your pocket, do one or two for your people with the house, and at least be able to do whatever you want to do with your money. So this is the honest truth. There are white collar jobs, there are blue collar jobs, but the honest truth is the higher jobs that you are going to get are the jobs that are not documented. The documented jobs they come, but it's very, very difficult because of the competition that are. Last year, about I think we were about 9 or 12 Nigerians in my city, in my own university, I mean. So I can calculate that if only in my university we have about 12, in other universities surrounding my city, we have about Chesky and some other ones. There are also a lot of Nigerians there or African students. So the competition is high. A lot of national students are coming in from Morocco, from as you are hungry to go to Russia. People in Ghana are going to Russia. People in Uganda are going to Russia. Everybody is going to Russia. So you have to be dedicated, you have to be hardworking, you have to show that. And one thing Russia loves is you should not be someone that disappoints. If you tell them you are coming by 10, be there. Do the job. Don't tell them you are coming, then and then you disappoint them. They will not call you or give you another chance. So there's no Nigerian time. There's no Oga Abeg. If you are not there, you are not there. Another person takes the offer and it's gone. So there's nothing that stays for you. You have to be active, you have to be vigilant, you have to be careful, and you have to be hardworking, both in your academics and your normal one. Because if you fail school, they will rusticate you and you go back home. That's the end of the game. You have to be serious with your academics and also, calculative with your streetwiseness as well. That's all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, I mean, you guys have that money part is very important. The requirements is very important. You have already said that you guys have to look for your money for to take your plane and all of that. Accommodation, everything, most of them are taken care of. I have. So, my next question is this. What happens after masters? Dako, you are done with masters. Chima, you are done with masters in Russia. Because people would like to ask, what are the realistic? Yes, Russia may not be the end point for people. People can start somewhere, but what are the realistic things in Russia after masters? Is PR possible? If yes, what are the conditions? Is citizenship possible? If yes, what are the conditions? Is getting jobs possible? Because if anybody is not interested, what are the future possible things? Yep. So Chima, you want to answer that? Yeah. And then
Okay.
I think let me let you start with that so that
yeah,
I can hear
let
from
Chima
his
and then you can add. Yeah.
Yeah. So after your masters, you can decide to go home.
Option number one.
Of course,
It's
you
not.
are free to go home. Nobody go hold you down.
You can decide to go home. Then there is this where being a student in Russia comes is very, very advantageous. After you have been here for 6 months, you can apply for a temporary residency.
Yes.
So it will now take you to the end of your studies plus 6 months. So after your studies, you now have extra 120 days. I guess that's 6 months, right? Yeah, extra 120 days. So within these 20
Yes,
days,
correct.
you can now apply for permanent residency.
Okay.
So this year I said student being a student is advantageous because if you are not a student, you can't do that. You have to apply for temporary residency first and then spend 3 years on your residency before applying for the permanent.
Mm.
But here within,
Yes.
if by the time you finish your studies in 2 years, you're already going for permanent residency.
PR.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's the second one. Then the third one, you have to study hard to make what we call red diploma. And once you're able to get a diploma, you can apply for citizenship directly. But
Straight.
after that, yes, straight up. But you should at least get your temporary residency, which is for RVPO. Get your temporary residency. Just by the time you get your certificate and you know you made red diploma, you apply for citizenship straight
Mm.
and you'll be granted.
Mm.
So these
There is
are
one you have not added. Chima. You can marry Russia also. You get 1 million rupees for marrying Russia.
now you can decide to marry. Yeah, that's true. And now the law has actually changed. You need to have a child.
Yes,
You need
yes,
to have a
Okay.
child
correct.
with her, with him
You need
or
to have
her.
a time with the Russian before you can apply for
Yes,
permanent residency. Now, God,
yes.
they did begin. I mean, they try and they say no enter.
They believe say they fertile now.
Wahala.
So
Okay.
it's like the our people have actually bastardized the marriage thing.
Mm.
So now they want like you have sometimes they will when you do the marriage thing they will now divorce
Yeah.
and then you carry
Yeah, but at
your
least.
residency degree. Get
Mm.
so now they want a child to be present and once you divorce you are divorcing both your papers.
Wahala plenty.
Yeah, these are
Plenty.
these are I think these are last year laws. It's a new law.
Mm. I
So
see. I see. Okay, Takwa, you want to add to it?
Well, there's really nothing to add. He has said everything that needed to be said. But the only thing is that I would also always suggest that you should draw plan A, plan B, plan C for yourself immediately you start your Russian program. The reason why I'm saying that is from my own experience of living in other places is that you always have the chance to migrate out of Russia if you get the opportunity to. Just like the
Okay.
first option is for you to go home and other alternatives. If you are in your second year of master's program, you can begin to apply for maybe another master's in another country, or you can apply for a PhD prior to the completion of your program. For
Okay.
example, you are in your second year of master's now, you can begin to email professors in USA or UK or any other places. You already create a connection with that professor before you finish your program. And then on completion of your program, the, there's a smooth process for you. Maybe between the time you are waiting for your RVPO, which is 6 months in Russia, you can get the opportunity to cross from Russia to another country, which is of your own destination. So don't
Mm-hmm.
think that going to Russia is the end road. No. Even if you don't plan to live in Russia, you don't plan to get citizenship, you don't plan to do anything, you need the temporary residence permit because this will buy
Okay.
you time to plan and be able to achieve for yourself other things that you want to. So that's the only thing I would like to add to it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. So it means that there's PR pathway, there's
There
citizenship
is.
pathway, which is even easier. Before your 2 year master, you'll be able to get your PR. It's not something that they say you have. It's not like other countries like Canada, US. They say you have to get a job. Your job must be in this particular area before you can get PR. That's one good thing about Russia. Once you are there as a master student or PhD, you have 6 months to get your panel, was temporary residence. Then before 3 years, you'll be able to get your PR, which is really nice. And then after I think after 2 or 3 years with your PR, you can get your passport. Am I correct?
it's not 5 years.
They're not
Yes,
they're not
up to
saying after 5 years.
that's correct.
Yes.
Wahala, wahala,
It
wahala. Well,
was three
anyway,
years.
it was 3 years before. Now it's now 5 years to get
Yes.
your pali, which is your passport. Okay, which is really good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So
Unless you work hard to make red diploma, then you can, get it after 1 year.
yeah, yeah. So red diploma means that you have to be exceptional in your academics. Maybe you graduate your
It's like
top best student. Am I correct?
yes, it's just like first class.
Oh, just like first class in your masters. I think that's what Williams got, my friend. And he got his red diploma very, very easily. Okay, I think that's good. So now we are rounding up now. So the next question that I want to, I mean, you guys already said what next about Chima. Maybe that's why you are doing a PhD. Say you don't get your red diploma, wait and color.
Yeah, I'm actually working towards my applying for my PR now. I'm
Okay,
just looking for one document to be ready. Then I'll do that.
okay, okay. God, no go shame us. God, no go shame us. That's a very nice one. So what? So generally, like we have said from beginning to the end now, the most important thing about Russia, this open door scholarship is the exam. So when is this scholarship ending? When is the application ending?
November
16th of
16th.
November.
September 16. So we have just 2 weeks to apply for this scholarship.
No,
Hmm?
November.
No, from today till
November
November
16.
16th.
So
Yes.
so we have six weeks to apply for this scholarship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's roughly about
okay.
176 days or so.
November 16, and this is September. Sorry, September, October, November. That's about
Mm.
2 months and 2 weeks to apply. So we have enough. People have enough time to decide. So once it's done by November, they will resume maybe in May or June next year. Am I correct?
September.
I
August
think
actually.
it depends. It depends actually. It depends.
Okay.
It
But I know
depends.
that maybe it will most likely be this September next year.
So
Usually people
Russian,
resume around August or September
yeah,
Oh,
because
Russian's
of
academic session
August,
the
started.
September.
Nigerian system of visa.
Mhm. So by August
Yeah. Okay.
they are already moving in. But I think
That's
last year their process is quite slow because of some law changes and all. It's quite slow. So most people have not gotten their visa invitation number currently.
I see. I see.
Mm.
I see.
But I
That's
know by the time these guys finish, they will clear everything and it's
mm,
smooth again.
okay. That's good. So we have September 1 today, 2025 to November 16, 2025 to resume by August, September 2026. That's cool. So that time they will
Yeah.
do their first exam, second exam, do the visa process, do everything, do all the while, then they now resume by August 2026. That's
Yeah,
a really, really,
translation,
really
very important.
that, that,
Translation,
that,
notarization, very
yes,
important.
yes, yes. So I think the translation and
Legalization and
authorization will come
notarization.
before or after the
You
exam.
can do it before. It's better to do it before, to start early because
Exactly. This is
I
why
by
this
that
is
time,
why I
see.
said that.
by that March, by March that the final list will be out, there will be rush.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the correct
Ah,
thing.
So it's better to start early. Do your translation, notarization, legalization, authorization. Everything is shown. Just shown everything and be ready.
True.
I
True.
see. I see. Okay, I think that's a good one. So this is what we will do. But people, if you have questions, please send in your questions, so that we can have time. Um, so Tima, when are you starting your PhD?
I'm supposed to have started, like, it's supposed to be this September, but I'm still waiting for the school. They sent me an email
Ah,
like 2 days ago until they get back to me
okay.
that they are looking for the government to send my dossier to them.
Okay. 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 Now, for you know the PhD, now money they find like me. You like money like
Now
me,
money
so
at this point now. I'm not the
yeah, you
PhD.
define.
Finally,
You know the. I know
Now
that.
money
I
at
know
this
that.
point.
Uh,
We will do that when you are done in Canada. Maybe you go give us visa enter Canada. I'm going to do PhD for Canada.
no, no, so for people who are listening, please, if you have questions, ask. After this, I'm going to post this on my page, and I'm going to open soon. This is what we'll do. We are going to open a WhatsApp group for people who are interested in the scholarship. Let me say it. As for upfront, it's not free, but we are going to open a free group first for people to get all their questions answered, and for people who would be able to pay, we open another group. Those are the real group that we are going to work with. So let me say this so that people can listen. So after this, we are rounding up soon. I'm going to, in fact, that will open. I think you have a group already. There's a WhatsApp group already. So
Yeah, the group is ready.
send the link to me. This I will tell them to watch this video. So that if anybody comes to ask us questions in the WhatsApp group without watching this video, we'll still refer them to the video. If the question is already answered here, make them come back and watch the video. Once they watch the video, they now have further questions they will ask in the WhatsApp group, and when they are ready to pay, it's not free. I'm a businessman. If you now pay, then the people that are paid will now bring them to the group. And let me tell you what will help you do in the group for the paid people. Number one, we'll take you through the process, will help you apply the exam, the past questions, depending on your school, will help you get the past questions and send it to you to practice.
School and
Then we
course,
also
actually.
help, yes, and the school and course actually, and then the visa process, the money cost covers the visa process. From my experience, for the people we did Russia for last year, most of them are resuming now. This one is not even scholarship, the normal application. I think we're able to do last for about 15 or 16 people out of about 1,200 people that said they are ready. So I know from experience. So that's what we are going to do. And then from there, Dapo will be the one in charge. So you guys are seeing his face and my face, so that you know they're saying they won't scam you. Nobody did scam you. He'll be the one in charge. Yeah, so once you pay, we are going to open another group for the paid people, and then we are start. So the first thing we are going to do is that the authorization, the authentication is what we are going to do. The authorization, those small things are the things you need to start doing first. I'm going to get somebody who can help us do that. And then once that is done, you now start practicing. We'll give you questions. You start, for people who are ready, we'll get your profile, we'll get the questions and the schools that fit you. And then you start practicing. Again, nobody will help you write exam. You have to be the one to write the exam yourself, but we'll give you class. That's very important. We know the right exam for anybody, so that you not say, no expo, so that you not say you paid D1 and you did not pass the exam. It is not my fault that you paid now, you didn't pass the exam. Let me say it here so that it's clear. So it's your job to practice for the exam. Our own is to guide you for the process. We are not helping you do anything. Guide you means help you identify schools, help you identify what you should do next, help you answer your questions. You are taking our time. So you are paying for our time. Guide you with specific information for visa, guide you everything. That's what we are doing. I'm making it open now. Because everybody that knows me, I'm a very open person. So nobody will say they paid D1, they did not get admission, they did not pass the exam. Not be me go help you pass the exam. I'm being honest. So if you know that you are looking for somebody to help you do it and to write the exam, I don't do that one. We don't do that one. It's illegal. So let me answer one or two questions. Somebody said, can hepatitis, let me bring the question here so you guys can see it. So Osungade Atinuke from Lions said, can hepatitis B positive status person apply for this scholarship? Since I don't know if probably an hepatitis B positive person can pass the medical fitness or not.
No, because you will have to do a medical test to show absence of hepatitis B and C, absence of HIV, and tuberculosis. These three are very important. Very important.
Okay, that's fine. No problem. So unfortunately, it cannot work. Somebody said, can I apply for PhD in religious studies in Brazil? We are not talking about Brazil here now. We're talking about Russia. Russia, they do. Okay, so guys, thank you. It's almost 1 hour. Chima, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. So, for people saying, Russia, I forgot to ask, the war thing in Russia, what are your thoughts about it? What is your experience? Is there war in your place? Tell us your experience, please.
Well, for me, the war I've actually been hearing from the news.
Okay, you said they read about the war from the news.
Yeah, I always get a notification in the morning that Russia has done this and then Ukraine did that. You get, but I've not seen the effect. Maybe because actually it's going on. There is war, but it's not as serious as people make it to look like. The media make it look like, or it may be affecting that boundary where the war is happening.
Actually, I don't think there's anything that can even affect the boundary as it is right now, because the loophole that this other country were able to access previously, I don't think that's going to be possible again, because Russia has tightened everything possible. So, and I want to say this categorically: Russia is a superpower country. They never born the country where we go say one true bomb enter Russia. They never born am. So the honest truth is, nobody can, as it is even today, if you are very current about the update of news, there was a meeting in China, I think yesterday, this SCO meeting in China. Russia is working with China, with Iran, with all these other countries. So it's more like a mutual response. If anything happens to China as it is today, to Russia as it is today, these other countries are going to flood in, respond in collective response from Russia. So to be honest, I have experienced safety in the highest form throughout my stay in Russia. And there is no one that has ever told me this black guy or this black this, no racism. I sit with them. In fact, I can say that I was surprised when I came to Russia and I found out that as a student, me and all these Russian people, why I was thinking that they could get money, they could ride car, ride everything. Now they catch bus, we dey catch bus together. So nobody knows or sees you or cares about you. You are here as a student, you are here to live yourself, represent yourself very well, and live the best life that you can possibly have. Russia is good, Russia is safe, Russia is cheap. Which other things? Putin is your best friend. Make I no lie, na correct guy.
Okay, so thank you very much. So I also like to see that for people who would not get scholarship, because some people, you see that, man, let me make it. If you pay for our service and you don't get scholarship, we will help you apply for normal admission next year. That one will be around May, June. The normal admissions for next year.
Yeah, it actually depends on school. Some of them run concurrently with this scholarship. And another thing is that this scholarship, when you apply to school directly, some of them might give you 100% tuition fee, depending on when.
Yep. I agree with you. Another thing we forgot to say is that you can even self-fund your studies, like as Yuka is asking. If I want to self-fund my academics, does that mean I won't be able to get the visa too? I want to be sure before I start. You can, why not? There is self-funding for admission. We did it now, we can self-fund. In case you don't know, for people listening for the first time, with 3 to 5 to 6 million, you can self-fund your admission and your visa and everything to Russia. We have done that video many times. So for people who will be using our service and you don't get this open door scholarship, don't worry. If you are able to stop between 3 to 6 million between now and April, May next year, you can also join people that will be resuming by September next year. I want to make this video very clear. Absolutely. So if you are paying for our service and you didn't get this scholarship and we went through, maybe because you didn't pass the exam or because of one thing, we will still be with you to self-fund. But the only difference is that you should be ready with 3 to 6 million before next year, April or May. You still get the same thing. You still be able to work to pay for living expenses. You still get the remaining perks that others are getting. I want to make this very clear, because anybody that asks me any questions about Russia, this is the video that I should send to them. Let them watch it. If they are interested, then we can now start the process, so that people will not be asking us 1 million questions at the same time. So Chima and Dapo got open door scholarship. They are evidence. You see their face, they shine. What if scholarship? They Russia, they their face. So I just want to make this clear. So thank you very much. So guys, thank you. I really appreciate your time. It's more than 1 hour. So I'm going to post this on Twitter for people who followed, who got here from Twitter. Dapo, send me the link to the WhatsApp page. But I want to do something. 2 options. I don't know which one you like. Should I tell them to DM you? Once they DM me and they are interested, you give them the link, or I put the WhatsApp link in public. Because this public is only, most of the people that join public are not serious.
If you put the WhatsApp link public, the problem is that the people that will have that will just be inquiries. They will be too much.
Thank you. So what we'll do now is that anybody that sends you DM or any message, I'll put a tweet on Twitter for anybody interested to send you a message. One, if they're asking basic questions, send this link of this video to them. Let them listen, tell them to watch and come back. If they're now interested, then you now send the link to them and then they can join. I think that makes sense.
Yes, much better, much better.
So that at least they will have an idea of what they want to do, what they are paying for. You have an idea of what Russia is all about. Yeah, they don't stress us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's much better.
Yeah, self-fund for hepatitis B won't hold me back. Some people is asking. Fumlaya says for if he's self-funding with hepatitis B, be an issue too.
The issue is not with your health condition. The issue is with the visa approval, because they would need you to provide a medically fit certificate. So this is the condition for the visa. Without a medically fit certificate, the visa is not possible. So even if you can self, the problem is with the visa actually. Unless there is another alternative, there's some schools that are offering online courses. If you know you want to study in Russia and you want to do it online, possible.
Yep.
But you still have to pay school fees. This is not something that is free. You have to pay school fees, but you don't need visa if you're studying online. So that is the only alternative.
And you get the certificate for sure.
Exactly.
They will even post it to you if you want to come. You want to be done. So, in my opinion, maybe you should do it online. You don't need visa. Get your certificate, and you get certificate as if you're also in Russia. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your time. Thank you, Chima. I don't want to keep you beyond 1 hour. Thank you, Chima. Thank you, Dakwa, for your time. So next step is easy. For people who are interested, Dakwa, please send your number. For people who are interested on this live, you can call your number so I can post it. So like I said, you will message on WhatsApp. Please, Nigeria number, beg. Maybe I don't kill you with the Russian number.
In fact, that's 23477773398.
Okay. So just call it here.
Okay, I've tried to send it. You can see
okay, it. Send us a message to me. Okay.
07033982054.
So I'm sending
it to the class so that when they watch the video, it can also reflect them.
Okay. Let me send it in chat. So this is what I'll do is I'll take to the comment section. So WhatsApp or Ladapo if interested. Okay, so this is the WhatsApp number, and I'm good. Everybody should see it now. Yes. At least you know people who even watch the video. We will know people who watch the video. Yeah, so you tell them to watch this video.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you tell them to watch the video. There is a number at the end of the video. Send the WhatsApp so that we know people who are really interested. This is the WhatsApp number for people who are interested. Another call will have access to you.
If you
just look at them. Yes, that will tell you the amount. Yes, that will tell you the amount and the account to pay to. So that I don't give them your account, but open an Excel file where we can track it. People will pay. I trust you, so I've known you for
that was why I wanted to send you a Google form before. I would create a Google form between this night and tomorrow. I wanted us to finish this video first. So this Google form, anybody that has paid will upload a copy of their receipts, and the Google form will be connected to Excel. So it's automatic. Once they are filling in, they are putting it.
Exactly. So let them pay. Anybody who is interested, please. Again, disclaimer: it's not by force. It's not compulsory. You can do this yourself with this information. There are many people who did it themselves with this information, they didn't pay. But for those that needed help, those are the people that have this number. You are going to pay for a service. I will be there, you will be there. You have access to me and him live. But if you can do it yourself, you can. All the information has been posted here. And I wish you guys the best. Again, WhatsApp or that if you're interested in the WhatsApp group. +234 7033982051. +234 7033982051. He did it. He got the scholarship. He's going to take you through the process. And if you don't get the scholarship because you didn't pass the exam for one reason or the other, we'll still be with us. But you have to prepare 3 to 6 million for your tuition fee for next year, May, June, July, so that you can also resume with people in July. In August or September 2026. Thank you, guys. And thank you, Chima. Thank you, Bolada, for your time. I really appreciate it. God bless you guys. So we are ending this stream now. So I'm going to see you guys later. Thank you, and God bless you guys.